Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Can somebody let me know whether they can hear me? Was this the first time? Hello, Dan. Hello, Hall. Can you hear me? Can somebody let me know? There's quite a few at the moment. 25 watching. No feedback yet from anybody can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's see. Evening all. We can hear you. You can hear me. Thank you. Thank you very much. Somebody, Joanne, thank you very much. You can hear me. And let's see who else is here. We've got Itchy Feet, Bob Mackay. Hi, Bob. We've got Paul and Sarah Cuddington. Hiya, Paul and Sarah. Evening, Dan, Mr. Trudgeon. Good to see you. Handyman Paul. Hi, Paul. Itch Up and Toe. Caravan Vlogger. We can hear you. Good. Who else have we got? Park Nest. Hiya. Sharon Foster. Wow, quite a few, quite more than what I expected. I had a conversation with Trev from Posh Cats Camping, and we thought there would be just 3 of us online. But last weekend's hiya, Phil and Juliet. Wow, quite a few. So I might as well start. I've not really got a great plan to do what I'm going to be doing. I've got a list of just some things that I thought I'd mention. Obviously, at the moment, everybody's stuck at home, can't go anywhere. It's chaotic out there. Here we go. Good evening, Paul Meller. Hi, Sharon Foster. So I'm just going to go through a few things. I'm going to take this out because I can hear myself and I don't really want to hear myself anymore. I've got tonight Posh Cats Camping and Motorhome Chit Chat who are moderating for me. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate that. We had a conversation last week about doing this, and Trev pointed me in the right direction and gave me lots of ideas. If you've not subscribed to them, you got Trev from Posh Cats Camping, Motorhome channel, and Motorhome Chit Chat, another great channel to go and watch. They do lots of my kind of vlogs, really, where they are just getting on with it, dead genuine, on their own, got a good laugh, really. So what am I going to do tonight? Well, I don't really know. As I said, I've not really got a plan. I'm just making it up as I go along, which is what I tend to do with all my vlogs, really, just make them up as I go along. So just bear with me. The reason why I thought I'd do a live is, as you know, at the moment, we can't go anywhere, and every video that I'm doing, I know Dan mentioned this last week, that every video that he does is not current. It's kind of out of date within a few days. So I thought I'd just try this live and just see what happens, and see if we can get any feedback from that. If anybody wants to ask any questions, it's not a Q&A as such, but if anybody wants to ask any questions, please ask questions. I'm just going to go and see who else we've got here. We've got, I just noticed a little bit further up, just excuse me while I'm not looking at the screen. Sharon and Jeff, where's he gone? Chris Dixon, hello Chris, good to see you. Chris was a guy that I met on one of my very first trips when I started doing the YouTube, and he keeps in touch, so really good to see you there, Chris. Who else have we got? Mike Johnson, hello. Crafty Caravanners, hi. Paul Meller, I've mentioned. Andy Deacon, Paul Meller, wow, God, 71 people at the moment. Wasn't expecting this. I thought there'd be only me, Trev, and Aaron in the chat, but never mind. Do we get a tune on the piano halfway through, Bob? If I could play it, then I would give you a tune, but I can't play the piano. The only instrument that I can play is the drums, and I'm not setting them up to play them, so there's no chance of that. Plays a tune? No, I can't play a tune, and I can't get Molly to come in and do that anyway. Who else have we got? Quite a few. So if there's any questions, please pop them in the comments, and I'll try my best to answer those. What I wanted to do is just talk about the 2 moderators. I've slightly mentioned them before. I think the great thing about this caravan community, when I started this YouTube, you probably know that I actually started this as a bet. My daughter said you wouldn't do it. After many years, well, a few years of watching Dan Trudgeon, and I used to watch the Happy Travellers quite a lot as well. When Wendy and was John. Sorry, what's he called now? What's his name? Anyway, come to me. Anyway, but Steve and Wendy, when they started off, they had a caravan, and I used to watch them quite a lot. And I used to watch Dan, and my daughter said to me, you could do that, and I said I could do that, and they bet me that, they had a bet with me and said, you need to do this, and I did it, and it's taken off really well. What now? I'm just looking at some figures just before I came online, and this month we've had 29,000 views, just over, and we've had around about 3,600 and odd subscribers, which is really good. So I really do appreciate the support. It's been absolutely fantastic, and it's gone far better than I ever imagined. So I'm really pleased with that. Steve and Wendy, yeah, thanks, Dan. I knew I'd remember somewhere. It's quite strange doing this live, to be fair. I've never done it before. So yeah, there was from there I just started doing the videos, and then it snowballed from there. Yeah, going back to what I was saying before about the community, I've met some great people on YouTube, and I've met some great people at some events. So I think the caravanning community that we've got, caravan and motorhoming community that we've got, is absolutely fantastic, and we need to keep it strong. I locked down from New Zealand. Wow, Phil Tor, that's quite a way. So what were you in front? I think over there, quite a few hours in front. Yes, Chris Dixon. I'll gutted the holidays are all going at the moment. I'm going to talk about that shortly. So yeah, I think the caravan community is really fantastic, and I'm just reading some of the comments. It's really great to get out there and meet all these people. The first event that I went to as a caravan vlogger was the Bailey launch quite a few years ago, and I think that was a fantastic event to meet other people, like-minded people. And there I met quite a lot of vloggers down there. I met Dan for the first time, and Deb Ludford was there, and there's quite a few other people there. And I met Trev and Rich from Legs Down. I don't know whether they're on, but and what I found with this community that we've got is when I first went down there and I spoke to Rich and Trev, it was like I'd known them all my life, and that's what makes this community quite special, is the fact that it is a tight-knit community. And what was warm, and everybody gets on, and I felt really welcomed within the community. I sat down that night and had quite a few beers with Rich and Trev, and yeah, quite a few too many beers, to be honest with you, because we were in the restaurant, and while we're having a few beers, we at the end of the night said, "Oh, we've had enough," and we decided we'd retire for the night. And as we walked back to the rooms, there was a conservatory, and Trev said, Trev or Rich said, "Let's go and have another beer." So we ended up staying in there for another couple of hours. So that was another good, bad night, good night. So yeah, the community is great. So yeah, keep it strong. Hi, Bob Earnshaw. Great to see you. I'm not seeing met Bob personally, but yeah, I do watch a lot of Bob's videos. And his channel is going absolutely fantastic. Another strong, strong connection within the community. So then Rog, hiya Rog. Rog, what was quite nice recently on Twitter, I've noticed quite a few people, posh campers and Rog, Venomator, were spending a bit of time in their caravans on the driveway, which is absolutely fantastic. So what I want to go on to is about holidays. Obviously, I spoke to Trev last week from Posh Cats, and I was trying to think of what to say, or kind of what content we were going to do for this. And I didn't want to go too much on what's going on at the moment, obviously the COVID-19, and I wanted to kind of step away from it. But then we decided that actually we can't really step away from it, because is current, and you know, we're going to have to mention it, and you know, it's you know, it's what's going on at the moment. So yes, all our holidays up until May are now cancelled. We kind of hung out, and a few people have asked me, or some people have contacted me and asked me about the holidays. Do you cancel it, or do you wait and see what happens for them? Now, my understanding with this is that if what we did with our holidays, we waited until they cancelled it, so we could get our money back. I don't know if anybody else has had any kind of dealings of that. Caravan bloggers here as well. Hi, Graham. I've already said hello to you. But I think the thing is with holidays is to wait until they cancel it, and then you can get your money back. We've had ours cancelled by Haven. We were going to Lakeland, South Lakes, and they were really good. They contacted us quite early on and said, you know, that it would be cancelled, and they quite quickly refunded our money. Our meetup we had a small meetup in May that's been cancelled. But that's with the Caravan and Motorhome Club, which we haven't paid for. Obviously, you don't pay for that until you get there, and I don't know what's going to happen with that. So, yeah. Anybody else had any ideas or views on cancelling the holidays? Do you wait until they cancel it? I think my opinion is just wait until they cancel it rather than, you know, doing it yourself. Yeah, so Partner SD booked at Thornwick Bay in May, and the site. I said that in that video last week, didn't I? Site should be open, but it will be changed. We waited to try something. Yeah, exactly what you did. Yeah, let them. Dan saying let them, you know, cancel it, and then they can leave. You know, the booking. I don't think. I know Dan's booked for France, and we booked for France in the summer, and I think possibly what might happen with that is we've paid our deposit, and we don't pay anything else until we get there. We're going to a site in Brittany. So I think what might happen with that is we can defer that till next year, because I honestly don't think we'll be going to France this year. I really don't think that'll happen. And the ferry is the same, I would imagine. We have paid the deposit through the Caravan Club for the ferry, and then hopefully, I don't know whether we'll have to pay the rest of it. I don't know if anybody knows the deal with that. Yeah, that's another thing. Somebody else mentioned about this, about the sites at the moment. If we're all cancelling at the moment, I think I was talking to Aaron, texting Aaron the other day, and we were saying that if we're all cancelling at the moment, when we do eventually get let out, the roads are going to be absolutely jammed with caravans and motorhomes, which you know, we're all itching to get out there and get out in our caravans and motorhomes. So yeah, any other views on that? What do you think? So Mike Johnson, a trip's cancelled. Our trip to France isn't till September. We booked through the club and wait to see if they have said it can be transferred to next year. Yeah, ours isn't until August, which is, you know, a good 3 months away, 3.5 months away. So, you know, I'm kind of hoping that the restrictions will be lifted slightly, but I'm not sure that the government will let you travel to other countries. Yeah, Phil, the roads will be packed when we all get out there. Hi, Kevin Drews, good to see you. Crafty Caravans are there. Oh, thanks, Trev. Just looking reading your comments. Yeah, going to be a max Exodus, Bob. Possibly. Yeah. Most of ours, just reading some of the comments. Yeah, I think a lot of people are doing what, you know, just waiting just to see what happens, because it's like I said before, it's rather, you know, it's better to wait until they cancel it rather than you going, you know, and losing any money. Yeah, it's going to affect. Yeah, Moton Chit Chat was saying there. It's worrying now. It's going to affect the industry as a whole, all the sites and manufacturers and dealers. You know, the servicing. I noticed Rog Venomator was saying about his service, that they, you know, his service was due, I think, or it's being done, and it will they will kind of, extend your warranty or let you do your servicing a little bit later. So, everything's going to have a knock-on effect with this. And Roger's saying that at least 6 months. Yeah, caravan pastimes. I can see there being a cracking party nights when the sites do open. Something to look forward to. Yeah, it will be. Yeah. Hi, Dave. Desmond Donners. Good to see you. Oh, Phil's from last weekend saying his storage is locked down as well. And they're checking all the vans. That's quite interesting. That I went past our storage today. I went to my mum's to give her some supplies and some milk and stuff. And I went past our storage, and there was a police car not far away from there. So I don't know what he was checking, but hopefully, I've not been to our storage since the complete lockdown. But I don't know what's going to happen with that. Whether I'm going to be able to go. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's have some more comments. So, caravan vlogger, I'll talk about not going even more. Yeah, so he's caravan vlogger was going to go in September, I think, but he's going to talk about not going. Hiya, how it be? Good to see you. So we had an email for Loudhams today saying warranty service will be extended. So that's quite good for people that have just got caravans, and the service is going to be extended. I did speak to. There is a new dealer that's opened up near to me, and he's called Ribble Valley Caravans, and he said that he'd had a few vans going out, but he couldn't get them out because simply people weren't picking them up because they don't want to pick them up if they can't use it. So it's affecting the industry that way as well. Luna, after this, when I roam, Luna have told us they can't guarantee service extensions. I was thinking about Luna today, actually. I know they are moving sites, and they're moving to, if anybody knows Preston, they're moving down near the docks, apparently. And I was going to go at some point and just see if I could see what's going on and kind of film some sort of things around there. But at the moment, like I say, I can't go out and do anything there. So, unfortunately, I can't get out and do that. Martin, what do you think will make the CL sites more popular and less people on site? As less people on site. Do you think this will make CL sites more popular? I did speak to somebody a while ago, and they were saying the best place if you're going to book anywhere is to go to a smaller site rather than the bigger sites, because the bigger sites are kind of they've got loads, obviously more staff, more people, more stringent rules, but a CL possibly might be able to open. So I think it might open that market up. So Hollingbury's, when you get your CL open, you might be busy, but yeah, I think CLs possibly will come a lot busier and a lot better, because people won't be going to the bigger sites. Let's see what some of the comments. Bob Earnshaw, Luna have moved into the old GEC building. All right, so that's, I know where that is. I'll have to go down and have a look. Coachman are extending, so from Venomator, Coachman are extending the service date as long as you have it done within 6 months. On the services, if you use a mobile service engineer, obviously, like Phil from last weekend ends was saying there that his service or his storage place is locked down. There's going to be a massive influx of people wanting to have the van serviced. So there's going to be a real backlog, and this 6 months, like people are saying, to get your caravan serviced, that'll have to be extended because they're not going to be able to get through all these vans within 6 months. Even the mobile mechanics are going to be busy as well. So Aaron's saying a really fearful Luna, especially, Luna, whether they'll come back, I don't know. So any questions? Any questions you want to ask me? Feel free. If I don't know the answer, I always have my Alexa on my desk here, and I don't know the answer, I'll ask Alexa. She might be able to tell me. No silly questions of what to ask Alexa. Vimto in a Guinness class. I know, classy. Anyway. So Paul and Sarah Cuddington, we've cancelled all our orders for the next few months. Yeah, we've had to do that. So, right, other things I wanted to mention. Future vids. If anybody has anything that particularly they want to see, or any jobs they want doing at the moment, as I say, I'm not doing any. But as you've probably seen on my past videos, I'll tackle anything really. So if there's anything that you want to see that I can possibly do, then I don't mind having a go at it. So let us know on that. Question, is that beer? Trev, no, it's not beer, it's Vimto. I wish it was beer, but I know I'm on holiday, but I'm not having a beer. Red wine. Hitch up and I wish it was a pint of red wine. I don't like red wine, actually. Don't drink wine. Swift have just announced the whole on their website that customers are given immediate 2 months window to get their caravan serviced outside the normal service schedule for warranty purposes. That's a really good idea because, like I said, thanks for that, Dan. They are gonna, there's going to be a lot of catch up to do. Should someone say beer? Not yet. Okay, so yeah, future vids. If anybody's got any suggestions for anything, then please do let me know, and we can get those done when we eventually get let out. Feel like a naughty schoolboy. So yeah, just let us know if there's anything you need. Some bloopers, Itchy Feet. I've got loads of those. Actually, I've got a really good one that last night while I was sat in here, and Angela was sat on the settee at the side of the settee, and we were trying to make sure we could get the light right and everything for the live stream, and she was just ripping into me, and it's quite funny actually. And I did keep that. She said you should keep that, so maybe I'll put that up sometime. Chris is still there. Chris Dixon. So any other question? If you see the setup at the NC roofs, no. Okay, just something else I wanted to mention. Just a site that somebody mentioned about CLs. There is a site. See, I don't think it's a CL. I think it's just a private site called Hohem Common. I don't know many people will be aware of this, and it's kind of I think it's in the Peak District, and the guy who runs that, called Chris. If somebody, Trev, can you put, or Aaron, can you put a link up to Hohem Common? Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, Hohem Common. He has a really useful website, and just sharing ideas. He does like, if you go onto his website, he does a like a post page, and on that post page he has lots of tips, hints, and things that you do with caravan. But what he actually does, I hope everybody else knows this, he does vlogging, but he does use vloggers videos, and he does contact me every time he wants to use one of the videos, and he puts them on there. So Hohem Common, if anybody's new to caravan, he's got really lots of useful information on there, which is worth a look at. So yeah, Aaron's put the link on for that. Near leak staffs, yeah, I went far out. So that was that, what I wanted to mention. Another one I wanted to mention. Angela's going to kill me for mentioning this, but the channel name, I was thinking of changing it. What do you think? The channel name came from, I think it was either Katie or Molly said, "You're a Caravan Nut," and called me the Caravan Nut. Now, there's another story behind that, is that when I set all the channel up, I didn't realize David Bell, who is on Twitter, Caravan Nut. I wasn't actually on Twitter at the time, and I didn't realize he was called Caravan Nut, so I called it the Caravan Nut. And when I found that out, it kind of got confusing. But yeah, I'm thinking, oh, children's no, okay, all right. What two, Phil? I don't know. I have no idea. But I did think about it. Angela's told me no. So yeah, no, don't change. A lot of people say keep it as long as you're keeping it caravan related. Yeah, don't change. Change your name. Yeah, could be an issue. I know that, but I don't know. I just thought the Caravan Nut seemed that I am nuts, but I'm not really. Not, well, I am a little bit, but not too nuts anyway. Me and the quick something we put together. Crafty cards, right? Okay, so what else I've got to mention? useful. What other useful websites? Just one that I found quite handy, and I use this for more or less. A lot of people contact me and ask me about towing weights. I know Chris Dixon, if he's still there, he was asking me. He changed his car, and we looked at what the car could tow. But a good website for that is, does anybody use Go Caravanning? That has really good information on tow vehicles. I often find when you go on like what car or car how, there's one called car how, something like that. It gives you lots of conflicting information of the weights and stuff like that. But I found the Gold Caravanning site to be quite accurate on the weights. So that's another site that I found quite useful. Let's see some of the comments. I'm going to scroll back here and see what we've got. Lots of conversation, lots of chat. Good. Some bloopers, yes, maybe. Man is due in July. Yeah, Phil. Caravan service. Let's see what's going on. Lost weekends. Yeah, I saw you drinking champagne. Lost weekends and lover caravans and adventure caravanners. Drinking champagne at the weekend can't be bad. So the general consensus or the general view on the name is no. So I'm going to change. So I'm not going to change it. So I'll keep that there. No need to change. Oh yes, you are. All right. Yeah. Cheers, Mark Alcott. Yeah, I am nutters. Yeah, you are mad. I know. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Don't come much nuttier than Martin. Cheers, Rog. Thanks for that. Go Caravan is a good resource. Yeah, Partners. Yeah, it's I find it quite useful. Yeah. Okay. Is the wife, Chris? Is the wife driving you mad? Yeah. Is the wife? There's a conversation. Is the wife driving you mad? It's quite difficult at the moment working from home. I have the first week, obviously working in a school. I know I'm waffling on a little bit. I hope people don't mind, but anyway. Hiya, Colin Rimmer. How you doing, mate? From the van. I'm not polishing your front of your van again, Colin. You can get lost. Anyway, working in a school is a lot of the work comes from students, and when you've not got students there, it's quite strange. So I've been working from home last week, and quite strangely, myself and Angela work in different boroughs. So Angela's actually at work this week, well, working from home, and I'm currently off. So I'm not going in. There's quite all this issue you see about these key workers. Schools have got to stay open for key workers, and we had 7 students in the school off 1,600 students we normally have, and we had seven students. So that's not a great deal of students. So yeah, working from home has been different. Angela's off. So Angela's in this week, and I'm off. Do I think we'll be back at school this term or this till July? No, I don't think so. No, so she's not driving me too mad. I've been staying in here, which is my man cave or my man den, or if Molly lets me in. And then Angela's been working in the dining room, so it's not been too bad. Yeah, Desmond Donders, Lindsay turned me mad years ago. Who else have we got? I've learnt new tasks during lockdown. How to wash dishes. Yeah, I'm looking one of the lucky ones. Employers still operating as normal, and I can work from home. We've already been told kids will return in September. All right, Dan, I didn't know that. We don't know that. I think that will be the deal. I think the children will return in September. We're just at the moment concentrating on year 10 and year 12 because they're in crucial years. But we've not been told that. My employer is quite good. My school's quite good in the fact that I think we're only doing in school. I think it's one afternoon every 4 weeks, but that could well change. Yeah, anything can happen. You don't know. It's just crazy the way things are changing so quick. Let's have a look at some of the comments. No, Caravan is good. Thanks, Kev Andrews. I'm a big F1 fan like you. Have you ever been taking your van to the right, the British, yeah, Howard, British Grand Prix this year is on the last week of what would have been the last weekend of term. We finish on that Friday, and I know Rob Forrest, if he's on, I don't think he's on, but he always goes to the F1, takes his caravan, and I need to have a conversation about him about doing that. That would be an awesome thing to do. But a few years ago, I went to. I was looking at going to the Silverstone with a friend of mine, and we looked at going to Belgium. We went to Spa, and it was cheaper to go to Spa than what it was to go to Silverstone. So sorry, I'm just reading something. Yeah, it was cheaper to go to Spa than when it was to go to Silverstone. That was with the ferry and camping and everything. So yeah, maybe I might look at Silverstone. What I would do is get a seat. When I went to Spa, we didn't have seating. We had general entry, and Spa is a massive track. It's unbelievable, that track. When you see Eau Rouge and you stand on Eau Rouge, if everybody knows it, it's just phenomenal how steep that hill is. But yeah, I'd definitely go to. I'd think about going to that. It's just when when the timing is for school. So yeah, it's some comments. No F1 really. Rally GB, yeah, that's quite good. Right, any other questions? Anything anybody want to know really? Caravan to Grand Prix, Adam Pope. We're taking a caravan to the Grand Prix this year. Amazing. We've done it 4 years in a row now. Yeah. Yeah, Dan, Eau Rouge don't lift. Yeah, it's scary, that hill. It really is scary. It really is scary. What else have I got to say? Oh, I was saying about somebody was saying about wives getting on your nerves. Anyway, no, but Angela never gets on my nerves. So I'll have to say that because she'll kill me. I wrote a list here and of things that I wanted to mention, and at the bottom of it, she's wrote, "Mention how much I love my wife and family." So I better do that. Yeah, I do love my wife and family. So she's wrote it on there, and I've done it. So I'll be all right. Let's see some comments. Can you ask Alexa if we're going to have hot summer? Right, well, it's all right. Let's ask Alexa. Alexa, are we going to have a hot summer?
In Bolton, it's 3 degrees Celsius with clear skies. Tonight, you can expect just a few clouds in the sky, with a low of 0 degrees.
Oh, that doesn't tell me very much, does it? So, yeah, I don't know. Anyone have a spare driveway and could put my caravan on? I live in a flat in a holiday. Oh, yeah, that'll be nice, wouldn't it, to have a car at home? Martin, so this is a question from Dan. What flooring setup do you have in the awning, especially for wet weather? We use normally on the awning, no matter where we go, we have like a black breathable sheet that we just chuck on the floor, and then we bought the Van Gogh Calari 420 awning, and with the carpet that came with that is kind of fitted in because it's like shapes at the front, like X shape at the front, so the carpet fits to that. So we put the black breathable sheet down first, and then we put the carpet on top of that, and we found it to be okay. Everywhere we go, it seems to be okay. I know a lot of people carry those foam interlocking things that go on the floor, but for me, that's just another thing to carry, really, a bit more weight. No, Roger, Alexa doesn't do summer, apparently. I asked it, and, there are some great things that you can ask Alexa, but I'm not going to do that while we're doing this. Alexa, play Slayer. Oh, I said it then. Don't do that. Yeah, which Slayer, though? Sorry, it's Desmond's Don. Which Slayer would you like? Yeah, there's quite a few you could go out there. Yeah, right, see some questions. Yeah, Desmond Donner's saying Slayer, yeah. 74, watching well, thanks. You started my Alexa going. Oh, sorry, I started somebody's Alexa going. Oh, like, all right, I'm going to do that again. I have to be careful every time I say that. Any Slayer would do you, Dave. Okay. Evening a bit late. Gareth Shaw. Hi, Gareth. Alan Moise. Ask Alexa who knows when this will all be over. Alexa, when will this all be over?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
See, even Alexa doesn't know. If Alexa doesn't know, we've no chance. And the government are listening to me anyway through Alexa, apparently. No, Bob Mackay, I know that one, and I am not doing that, Bob. Bob's saying, ask it to say, if you've got an Alexa, do this, ask it to say 100, 100, 100 in Welsh. And I know what that does, Bob, so that's not happening. Hi, Martin, do you still like the Caravan Pitch Perfect level? Yeah, somebody's asking me, aid card, do I like the Caravan Pitch Perfect level? I'll be honest with you.
Hello, Martin.
Somebody trying to do room to room. Anyway, when the Pitch Perfect, I haven't used it because we haven't been away since I bought it, so it's not been used, unfortunately. I've not had a chance to use it. So hopeful enough soon. Yeah, okay. Right. I don't think I've got anything more to say. Vicky has just walked straight into the kitchen and gave it a try. So Aaron and Vicky, most home chit chat. Vicky's gone into the kitchen to try it. It's not very nice what it says, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's so naughty telling her to do that. Yeah, there's lots of. The quite good one I like to do is ask it to fart, which is quite good. Yeah, right. And then we'll scroll through the comments. Partner Soma, Fred Dibner. Yes, Fred Dibner from Bolton. What a great steeplejack. What a great inventor he was into his steam locomotives or steam engines. Absolutely fantastic. His house is now a museum where you can go around. It's a really good place to go and have a look around. Foam thing's a pain, Phil. Yeah, we're talking about awnings. He's saying putting the foam down is a pain. It's something else to carry it. I wouldn't like to. It's more weight, and I think if it gets wet, does it soak in the water? I don't know. Does anybody know about that? Let's see. We bought a draft stopper. Following your advice, not had any chance to draft stopper. Yeah, I did that video on that last year. That's really good. That quite a good piece of kit. NEC, Martin, last weekend. Does that mean am I going? No, I'm not going. Crafty cameras, Martin. I thought she was saying can't. That's in reference to the 100, 100, 100 in Welsh. He's done that. Has she done it, Aaron? Are you in trouble? How often are we allowed to do people go carrying 2 times a month? How often when we do people go caravan? Yeah. How often do we go caravan, Andrew Phillips? Not a lot at the moment. We try to get out maybe when we do go caravan at least once a month, maybe once every 6 weeks if we can do. It will. I think we're working in a school. Everybody bangs on about teachers. All the holidays we get, but we do a lot of other stuff on top of what we do. Just teaching. But yeah, every other 6 weeks we can go. It sounds like what Vicky calls me. People talking about the NEC. Will it be going ahead? And I think I don't think it will be going ahead. They reckon 6 months for this. and possibly 18 months really before they get some sort of vaccine for it, and then you know, the social distancing will still be going on for possibly 12, I don't know, possibly 12 months, I don't know. Caravan Logger 100 is your new nickname, Aaron. There you go. Okay. Right, I think I have rambled on enough, to be honest with you. What time is it? Wow, 40 minutes. Right, so I will bring this to a close. Quick question. Do I do this again? I don't know. This was just kind of a test really to see what the ground was like. Should I do this again? Maybe I should do it again and maybe think about what I'm going to do before I do it, because like my vlogs, I don't really plan things. So what do you think? Yeah, keep going. I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll open that to a question tomorrow on Twitter, whether I should do another live or not. Not on a Friday night. No, while I'm here Friday night. Excuse me, just get a drink. Just reminding me. There's lots of channels doing lives at the moment. We've got Here We Toe doing it, and they're doing them on Twitter, and also Andy Morley this week on Friday, 6 o'clock. He is a brave man. He's shaving all his hair off for charity, for the NHS charities. So stay tuned or tune in for that this Friday. And he's got a Just Giving page. So have a look at that. It's for a really good cause. And looking at him, when I watched his vlog this morning, he needs a good haircut. So yeah, I'll have a look at that this Friday at 6 o'clock. Yeah, Andy, no worries. Yeah, rather you than me. I did actually talk about this today because I used to shave my hair at number one all over, and Angela said that I do need a haircut, but you can't get a haircut at the moment. So I thought about doing that myself, but I'm just going to let it grow, maybe grow it long like I used to have it. But yeah, we'll see. So anyway, thank you very much. This has been really surprising for me how many people have tuned in. And I was quite nervous about doing this, but you've all made it a joy, which has been absolutely fantastic. Maybe do it again. Thanks to Aaron from Motorhome Chit Chat, and thanks to Trev. A big thanks to Trev from Posh Cats Camping. He's given me loads of advice over the last week. He's a top bloke, and those two channels, Motorhome Chit Chat and Posh Cats Camping, give them a look. So thanks a lot. I've really enjoyed this, and I may do it again, but I'm going to go. So I shall see you soon. I don't know, I'm going to put a video out this week. I have got a few kind of videos lined up, but I don't think I'll put one out this week. So stay safe, stay indoors. Let's get this kick the ass of this thing, and then we can get back out in our caravans and motorhomes. No worries. Thank you very much, everybody. Night night. Bye bye.